to my channel, and today I'm going to show you and then explain you a beautiful card trick that is almost self-working. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'll request you to subscribe and then write your comments. Like it if you like my videos, share it with your friends. This will boost my interest to come up with more such videos for you. So without much ado, let us get straight into the effect of this beautiful magic. So here is what the audience is going to see. You just hand them a deck of cards. One thing you have to remember that there is nobody in the studio, so I'll assume that the spectator is sitting here, or it is better performed standing, but you can do it sitting as well. So you take out a deck of cards or hand them this deck of cards to him and ask him to shuffle the cards as much as they want to. So the deck is genuinely shuffled, so I'll give it a shuffle. This is what the spectators are going to do. They can cut as many times as they want to, so it really doesn't matter. And then you ask him to cut the deck approximately into half. So they cut the deck somewhere in the middle, and you then ask him, he has a free choice of any one of these piles, either this one or this one, and hand you over the other one. So let us assume that the spectator selects these cards, so it goes to the spectator who is sitting here, and this pile goes to you. You then say that almost the whole effect will be done blindly, out of sight. That means that you are going to take these cards at the back and he has to follow the same thing. So both of you are going to do the same thing. So you take the deck, your pile at the back, give it a mix like this, and then take out any one card from anywhere and just take out this card and place it over here and place the rest of the pile over here. So the spectator does the same thing. So he takes his cards to his back, gives it a mix, and takes out one card like this and places it over here, and this is his remaining pile. Then what you have to do, you ask him to exchange these cards that have been selected randomly out of sight. So your card goes to the spectator and the spectator's card go to you. Now again, you ask him to take his pile at the back like this and to insert this card somewhere in the middle facing up. So he has to turn this card over and place it somewhere in the middle. Now you do the same thing. You take this card without looking, of course, and place it somewhere in the middle. So you do the same thing and the spectator does the same thing. Then you have to put it on the table. Now the spectator does the same thing. He takes his pile to his back without looking at the card. He takes it at the back, turns it over facing up, and puts it somewhere in the middle. So this is the pile of the spectators, and this is yours. And your pile contains one face-up card that was randomly selected by the spectator, and this pile, that is the spectator's pile, contains another face-up card that has been randomly selected by the magician, that is you. So what you do, you turn over your cards and spread them on the table and show that there is one card which is facing down. Now you ask him to do the same thing. He turns over his pile of cards and just spreads them on the table. There is another card which is facing down. So this is the magician's card, this is the spectator's card, randomly selected. Remember, the deck has been shuffled by the spectator, it has been cut by the spectators, and the piles have also been selected freely by the spectator himself. And yet when you turn over these two cards, they are in fact a perfect match to Black Kings. So that is the effect It is a beautiful effect you can do anytime, anywhere. It is almost automatic. Only a little preparation is required, and you can do it with the spectator's deck also, but you need a little preparation, just 2 minutes, 1 minute's preparation before the performance. Let us get into the secret. The secret is very, very simple indeed. What you do, here is the deck of cards. You put this deck in its box. The deck goes in its box like this. You can use your own deck, so you can come prepared if you want to. But these two cards, in this case I'm using two black kings. Two black kings. You can use any other card, but it is a matching card, so I like these two cards very much. So I'll just put them into my back pocket. So it is in my back pocket. If you prefer, you can just put it under your belt at the back. Now you are ready to perform. You have seen in the presentation, the spectator takes out the cards. They can genuinely shuffle it. Obviously the spectators, when they shuffle, they will shuffle genuinely. So it is shuffled, all the cards are mixed. They can cut as many times as they want to. It really doesn't matter. And then you ask him to cut approximately into half. Now, any one of the piles is selected by the spectator. Let us assume that they selected this pile and this is given to you. Now what you do, you explain him what he has to do. Tell him that almost all the whole effect is done out of sight. So you take your cards, take it to the back, give it a mix, and then take any card from anywhere, and then without looking at it, just bring it forward. But what you actually do is, you take it at the back, take out one of the cards, one of the kings that is in your pocket, and take it out facing down. Now you have to remember the orientation of the cards in your pocket. So if it is facing towards your body, so you can very well take it out like this, and you show him that this is the card randomly selected out of sight by you, and you place the rest of the pile over here. So he does the same thing. He mixes up and takes out any card. It really doesn't matter. So he places it over here, and the remaining pile is placed over there. Now you say that we are going to exchange our cards, these randomly selected cards, without looking. You just give your card to him and you take his card here. And then you explain that once again you are going to take it to your back and put this card, turning it over, and put it anywhere, somewhere in the middle. So you take his card and place it somewhere in the middle. But what you actually do is, just at the back, you place it on top. It really doesn't matter. Take out the other king that was in your pocket and turn it face up and push it somewhere in the middle, and then bring out the pile. Now he does the same thing. He genuinely takes your card and turns it facing up and puts it anywhere in the middle, and he brings it forward. Now everything is quite obvious. You turn it face up, because I don't want to show the climax immediately. So I turn this face up, your pile face up, and show that there is indeed one card facing down, and you tell him that this is the card randomly selected by you. You tell him, and he does the same thing. He spreads his pile, and there is another card which is also facing down, and then the climax is, you just explain that how impossible it is, because the deck has been shuffled, it has been cut, and the pile has also been selected by him. But how can he explain this, that they are a perfect match? A perfect match, two black kings. It is best performed standing, because if you sit down, there are chances that the cards might bend. So I'll give you a back view of this. So I'm putting these two cards, two black kings, in my back pocket. So it goes here. So both the cards are here, and the deck is shuffled by the spectator as much as they want to. It really doesn't matter. They cut it in half approximately. Suppose he takes this pile and gives you this pile. You just take it at the back. Now what you do, you don't need to mix them. Just take one of the kings and bring them forward facing down, and he does the same thing. But in this case, the spectator mixes the cards and then genuinely takes out any one of the cards and places over here. Now you exchange the cards. These two cards are exchanged. So your card goes to him, his card goes to you. You again take this to your back, and at the back, when it is out of sight, you just put it at the top and take out the other king from your pocket and turn it face up and place it somewhere in the middle. So this is what you do at the back, and then bring it forward. He does the same thing, but he genuinely takes this card, turns it face up and puts it somewhere in the middle. Now both the decks are turned face up and spread on the table. Two cards are same, and obviously these two cards, these two face down cards will match because of the secret moves you have done. I'm sure you liked today's magic. Please let me know how you enjoyed today's video, and see you next time in the next video. Till then, bye bye.